It's time to go visit our little amnesiac ninja
Damn
girl.
right.
Part 2. Oh, right. This is where we left off.
Oh yeah, fun karma. Did you start the recording?
Yes. What is it?
A murder case at the PIC meeting room. Since you asked to cooperate in the investigation, I do hope you'll be able to produce results.
Naturally. Why do you think I'm here?
Well, now that you mention it, why are you here exactly?
Their murder, I go. That's right. She still doesn't know about my PSC hearing today. The circumstances behind her are deeper than the sea, sir. Allow me to explain on Mr. Edgeworth's behalf.
Miles Edgeworth, I do not care about your circumstances. All that matters now is reaching the truth of this case. Am I wrong?
Indeed, there is some truth in what you say. As me, I don't think that's told her.
I'll say this. Whipping someone is easier than being worried.
But being on the receiving end of the whip isn't easy Francisco, why are you here when you're supposed to be working with Interpol?
Curious, are you? But it's confidential. I have no obligation to tell you.
Let me guess. It's probably because this fucking jury system is rigged to shit with the judge system.
God, yes.
Her response was as I expected.
More importantly, shouldn't there be a prosecutor in charge of this murder case?
Hi.
I don't know who it is, but I was hoping it wouldn't be someone completely useless. Unfortunately, DeFest is gonna walk in here any second now. They're not even here yet. They're late. Just what is that fool doing?
Oh, I had nothing to do with it, sir. I wouldn't think it's very commendable to just whip people at random.
I swing, therefore I whip. That is my philosophy. I will whip anyone who slacks off in their work.
To the yet unseen prosecutor in charge, I hereby offer you my sympathies in advance. Judging from your exchange just now, I take it you've met Dr. Young before.
How astute, Miles Edgeworth. That's right. She's an acquaintance of mine. Back then, it's a long story.
It seems she doesn't intend to tell me more.
Are you eating a taco? Yes. Shall I leave it at that, then? What happened back then? Please tell me about it, sir. No!
A foolish fool shamelessly prying into other people's business. Watch what you say, Scruffy.
Oh, gruel, whipping me out of the blue. With great whip comes great responsibility, sir.
One good whip deserves another. That scruffy fool gets the whip. Try harder, worthless whip bait. This is very referential. Holy shit.
Whip bait. I think this is probably when the game developers are like, I think we've used Von Karma enough. We've run out of ways to make her funny.
Yeah.
It appears I was right to leave it at that.
Here's my badge.
Francisca, I would like you to take a look at this.
I'll ask just in case. What is that?
It's my prosecutor's badge.
I think we did this last time.
Yeah, we did.
And...
Well, that is all.
You should be relieved you felt pain, right?
What do you mean by that?
Fools can't catch cold, yeah, so I thought they would be able to feel pain either. Kay Faraday lost her memories. How dare you let that happen to her on your watch?
I have no defense.
It's not Mr. Edgeworth's fault. Are you alright, being bandaged up like that? Yes, thank you for worrying about me. Her behavior is certainly strange. It's unusual to hear her give thanks like that. Miles Edgeworth, hurry up and get her memories back!
Why don't you just admit that you're worried about her?
That's actually really sweet. Miles Edgeworth, unlike you, I'm actually busy. I don't have the time to look at something like that. Why don't you just look at that evidence again by yourself?
She is certainly as harsh as ever.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Nothing else to say to Fran.
Yeah, but if you want to hear the music again, you can just...
Yeah, I guess that's true. We can hear the swell. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. He just shoves his finger in the bullet holes.
Yeah, it, like plays out like a fucking trumpet.
Could this be the murder weapon, sir? A three-pronged chandelabra. It's consistent with the number of stab wounds. She was probably stabbed by the prongs of the candelabra. Candy zebra? I'm afraid it's not quite what you're imagining, detective.
Well, I wonder what that joke was in the original Japanese.
Whatever the candelabra directly sounds like in Japanese to another word. Candelabra is a candlestick holder with multiple arms. Ah, so it's a candle holder. You know, one time I forgot to pay my electric bill and I had to get on by with only candles. What time period are you from? There's a burn mark on her hand. Is it connected to the cause of death? No, it appears to be an old scar. She probably got it a long time ago. Seems there's something in her hand. Detective, could you open her hand for me? Yes, sir, understood. This is, oh, I know. This must be a gift card from a department store.
It seems to be a key card.
Oh, why? The question is, what is this key card for? Do you ever think that Gumshoe maybe gets more stupid on purpose whenever Francisca's in the room so he gets whipped more?
I don't think he does, but I definitely would, personally.
This notebook. Huh? Isn't that Kay's promised notebook?
The fuck?
This is a notebook she wrote all her promises to her father in. It really takes me back, sir. Yes. Okay, was she born right? Oh my goodness, what just happened to my...
I don't know.
I was like, when Kay was what? Ross? When Kay was young, she and her father wrote the promises they made in this notebook. However, why is it in a place like this? No, now that you mention it, Lawrence heard something from Detective Battle a long time ago. Seems that before anyone had noticed, Kay's memento had gone missing. What? So a piece of evidence that was in police custody went missing? Detective Bat fanatically searched all over for it, but it never seems he found it. What could this mean? Why was the missing notebook found here?
Do we know what the deal is with her mom?
It's probably not her.
I mean, I don't know anything about her mom. I don't remember anything.
I don't think there ever was anything canonized.
Okay.
You there, do you happen to know anything about this notebook? The victim was carrying the notebook when we found her. That was the only evidence we had to identify the body. So that's why you call her Kay. A misleading victim, huh? Why'd she have Kay's notebook? I sure would like to have some information on the victim's identity, though. It's not on the key card.
I mean, the key card's not like their credit card.
Alright, she has a Gracidia flower, so she should be able to evolve her shaman. Something seems to be pinned to her jacket. It's made out of purple cloth. It looks like it's been forcibly torn off, doesn't it? The left side of her white jacket has been stained a deep red. This jacket, the buttons are on the right side. Isn't that normal, sir? All my clothes have the buttons on the right side. For women, it's normal to have them on the left side. Is that true?
Hell if I know. I mean, I do think that like the flannel I own, which is like a.
Is that it? All right, now I need to go look up a female jacket. Female suit jacket.
I feel like this is like some archaic like Japanese culture thing that's not actually like.
Here. Well, now I'm looking up women in suits, and this is like a completely different mood. That one I can't tell. Some of the ones I'm seeing have buttons on both sides. Actually... No shit. Those buttons do look like they're on the left side. Huh. That's interesting. I wonder if, like, that's actually true.
I looked it up, and, I mean, it says the clothes are made that way. So, I don't know.
Weird. I guess just, like, in their mind, they can make it that way. And, like, but they both look the same. Or, like, roughly similar. Like, suit jackets
I think
are, like, androgynous.
It might be, like, some older practicality where, like, for some reason they were, like, men need to have an easier time, like, opening it one way. I don't fucking know.
It's probably something like every single biblical symbolic relation to left being evil. It's like, there you go.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Mr. Edgeworth, you really do know everything. That's just common knowledge, apparently.
No, fuck it isn't.
There doesn't seem to be anything out of place. There's something white in her pocket. Your gloves, pure white ones. One for each hand, sir. They don't seem to be dirty. Could they be the victims? There is some blood on her head. Maybe she was hit with something. We don't know that for sure. Our investigation will ultimately clear that up. There doesn't seem to be anything in this pocket. This pocket has holes in it, sir. Judging by how the cloth was pierced, she must have been stabbed by some sharp object. Oh, your coins would fall out of those holes, sir. Detective, haven't you ever heard of a wallet? Of course I have, sir. How'd you use my pockets, though? Most people do, right? Never mind. People use wallets when they have money to actually put away.
But also for, like, your fucking IDs and shit. What evidence do you have that you might be able to, like, deduce with? Oh, do you think it wants you to, like, do the candelabra?
Do I even have this candelabra? Yes. Detective Gumshoe, look at this piece of evidence. Something wrong with that piece of evidence, sir? Doesn't this piece of evidence have a connection with the situation of the crime scene? I don't think it's connected at all, sir.
Yeah, because they did say that when we looked into the candelabra.
That is probably something I'm gonna have to look.
What else is in our evidence?
Probably the purple flower and, like...
Oh, yeah.
The purple flower Kay had with her. I wonder if that originally belonged to the victim. As you mention it, the cloth does look the same as the one on the pin. Yes, let's compare them without delay. It's a perfect match, sir. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. The fact that this flower belongs to the victim means...
That can only mean that Kay Faraday came in contact with the victim. And about that corsage, it looks like it was forcibly ripped off.
Kay murdered her.
There is a possibility that Kay Faraday is connected to this case. And depending on the situation, you may have to consider her as a suspect.
What did you say? There's no way she did it. It's unthinkable. Kay could never do that, sir. However, it's true that we have no evidence to deny that claim.
It's nothing more than a possibility at the moment. Isn't that right, Miles Edgeworth?
Indeed. For better or for worse. Okay.
That's everything there, yeah.
Hey, buttheads.
You sonnies want something? Is what she says.
So says Mr. Stewart.
A prosecutor's badge? I've seen lots of those. Ouch. A prosecutor who's about to get canned shouldn't be showing off his lingering attachments. If that badge means so much to you, baby, you should have lived a better life.
What is truly important to me is not the badge itself. It's the act of presenting it.
I'm sure what my granny meant to say was, there are times when you have to obey those above you, or something like that. I've been thinking about it ever since Francisco walked into the room.
Thanks for the advice.
I'm really glad we found Kay's father.
I'm an acquaintance of hers. I'm not her father.
What? Then what about that business card?
I doubt there are many children who carry around their parents' business cards.
But I carry one around. Granny's, I mean. So, surely... Ouch. I don't give a hoot how you're related. You took her in, so you'd better take good care of her.
Of course, that was my intention. Kay is in good hands.
Definitely forever headcanoning that I guess she's like 17, so it's not like you really would ever like illegally adopt a 17, because like, yeah, they just turn 18, but like...
You can still adopt someone who's above the age of 18.
Man. This is the same dialogue.
Yeah. Ow.
That's tied up pretty well, that frilly thing of yours.
I would like you to look at this piece of evidence rather than my clothes.
Not interested, she says. I can't say I'm very interested either.
Huh. Perhaps I should try presenting a different piece of evidence. Probably nothing else then.
The candelabra, maybe?
Maybe. Miss Jensen, could you tell me about your relation with Dr. Young?
Yes. Ever since I was little, I've always been together with Grandy. Whenever I got lost, she would search for me until it got dark. And whenever I fell down, she would watch over me until I could get up on my own.
What a charming story. She sounds like quite the grandmother's child.
And after I became a nurse, whenever I'm about to make a mistake with my injections, "Not there, there," she'd say as she grabbed the needle and ouch.
Ouch, just hearing it hurts, pal. Please keep your stories to yourself.
Anyways, as long as I have Granny by my side, there's no nursing I can't do.
I see. I fully understand. Thank you for your cooperation. Regardless of her charming story, they do seem to share a very close-knit bond. Dr. Young, you sure are a masterful coroner, pal. You work with such blinding speed, you make no wasted movements.
What do you sonnies know about autopsies? You don't know the first thing about my work.
Allow me to apologize for his rudeness. I'll be sure to reprimand him later.
Listen up, youngin'. It is my duty to perform the autopsy quickly and accurately. That's why I have no patience with those who get in the way of my work. Is what she says. Are you satisfied?
Yes, very much so. We only wish to investigate. We have no desire to get in your way. It looks like Dr. Young's stubbornness comes from her devotion to her work.
The Dai Young Hospital is a splendid hospital, and Granny is in charge of it.
And it has
Looks
a
like
horrible
she didn't
name.
do its namesake. Well, how about it? Would you like to be admitted and experience it for yourself? That's right. Right now, there's an opening in our hospital suite with the outdoor spa.
We are in good health. There is obviously no need for us to be hospitalized. That's right. We're perfectly healthy, pal. That's our sole redeeming feature. So what does he mean by that?
Well, you see, the Dai Young Hospital also accepts healthy patients. We're currently in the middle of our Full of Life Healthy Hospital Stays campaign.
That sounds
Those
so
without injury or
goddamn
illness can
expensive.
stay at our hospital for half the price.
Half the price. How much is a hospital bed for a day? It's like fucking $5,000. Here, let me look that up. I'm not just gonna throw out some absurd price. Price for hospital bed one day. About $2,738 at a nonprofit. $2,100 for a profit. So basically $1,300 a night. Or $1,000 a night. Why would you need to stay at a hospital if you're healthy?
This is the chance of a lifetime, so what do you say? Hospital stay, hospital stay.
You know, an outdoor spa at half price does sound like a good deal. Don't fall for it. Okay.
Yes, can I help with something?
No, I think I've already presented all the junk to you. Hey, do you remember this candelabra? No.
Also try the flower now that, like...
I guess that's true.
Okay.
I'm curious. Do they finally list an old lady's age? Wow, they do. Nice.
She's only... Her portrait is horrifying.
No, see, this is a joke in Japan. It's why Kiryu looks no older, but everyone says the second he turns 60, he's gonna turn wrinkly and old. So it's the same thing here. She probably looked like a really young gal until like 59, then 60 rolled around, she becomes a small onion with big ears.
Well, she also looks like a blobfish.
That too. Francisca, I'm doing it.
What, investigating? Doesn't look like it.
Wave dashing. I can wave dash around that whip. It doesn't have the reach.
I think you do... try presenting the candelabra to...
Catch me, gumshoe. Oh, good sir.
Fucking Pico. The victim was stabbed in the chest with that. See, there are 3 stab wounds in her chest, right?
Could you tell me the cause of the wound on her head?
Sorry, we don't really know that. Although we are certain that it happened post-mortem.
Which means it may have occurred when the culprit moved the body. It would be nice if some evidence were to turn up. He just like looks around the room. It's like, oh. Larry butts falls through the ceiling. Hey, Etchy! Start to drop in. Is the investigation going well? I think I already talked to him. Sir, I'm actually putting my job aside to do some brain training. By focusing on images instead of words, you can stimulate your right brain. Please stop talking.
Yeah, do we have logic to do?
Possibly. No.
Ah, yeah.
Well, I wonder what it could be. I think, ran out of ideas for this mechanic.
Yeah.
Perhaps the key card the victim was holding is for this room. You don't say, sir. I'll go find out. Mr. Edgeworth, from this room's security system, we were able to retrieve the data of the victim's card. So that means the victim was able to freely enter this room.
If the card actually belonged to the victim, of course.
Yes, of course. Give me that 2 bits of health. Yeah, there you go. So, the victim's identity remains unknown.
Should you really still be calling me Kay?
Of course. What are you saying, pal?
But thank you. But then, what about that woman? She is someone who you may have killed. That is all we know.
There's no way that's true. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? I also do not believe you killed her.
You are such a naive man, Miles Edgeworth. Oh, fuck. God, what?
Here I come to save the day.
Oh.
Voice. Who else?
I don't know why I didn't predict it was him. Yeah.
So don't be afraid anymore, for the best prosecutor is here today. Justine, finish me off.
I will do no such thing in public. Pardon the interruption.
Why not? Mr. Edgeworth, get away from that victim. I have inherited her dying wish. No one asked for you. Do you know the victim?
Just as I thought.
My wife.
The goddess of law will surely reveal the truth to us. So please, rest in peace.
That's right, Justine. Now that I'm here, everything will be A-okay.
I love this guy because he's done fucking nothing the entire game.
The culprit will rule the day he crossed the path.
Miles Edgeworth, who is this fool of a man?
Why is she glaring at me?
You are Franziska von Karma, am I correct? Oh good, Emily gets to roleplay girl bosses with herself. I apologize for my late introduction. I am Justine Courtney.
They bow at each other.
Hell yeah. Doesn't even say anything. And the deceased individual is...
Just examining. Attorney Jill Crane, one of the members of the Prosecutorial Investigation Committee. If only her name was Skill Crane, she could have craned her way out of there.
Mm.
Let's see. So this is why she had the key card. Maybe. I take it you're in charge of this case? That's right. And with me in charge.
Is he mimicking?
Yes, yes, he is absolutely mimicking
that's
Justine.
actually really cute.
Yeah. And with me in charge, this case is a good solve.
That reminds me, I haven't caught your name yet.
Well, if you just wanted to know my name, you didn't have to.
Just state your name. I will not tolerate any unnecessary remarks.
Sebastian the best. Justine doesn't even say anything. She's just like, damn, good form. It seems the pecking order has been decided.
Mr. Sebastian the best. Here, this is for real.
Oh, this is the autopsy report. It seems you've been bested, Mr. Edgeworth. This wasn't a competition to begin with.
My job is done. May we meet again in front of another corpse? Okay, let's go home quickly and eat some noodles. I'll be leaving too. Take care, everyone. No, come back, damn it. No!
Great character. Dual character, actually. Great double character. The victim's head wound was post-mortem.
Sebastian.
And the candelabra dealt the fatal blow. Estimated time of death is late last night. What is it, Justine?
While I do appreciate your enthusiasm, perhaps you should give your tongue a rest. You might pull a muscle.
That would be painful indeed. Autopsy report. Anyways, it's quite clear now. Kay Faraday must be arrested. What? This is a big idea, pal.
It's just as he says, Detective. The culprit is Miss Kay Faraday. I have never been wrong. The young lady in bandages over there. Although she's not wearing her usual attire... Are you not Miss Kay Faraday?
And what would you do if she is Kay? If you're going to arrest her, then I will resist by any means necessary. That I guarantee you.
I am now convinced the doubts surrounding your suitability as a prosecutor were indeed warranted. It's fine, Mr. Edgeworth. You can go. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
What are you saying, Kay? You can't just go along with them, pal.
But I don't remember anything. What if I really did kill that woman and then forgot about it? If that's true... Acknowledgement is the goddess's mercy. Atonement is her will. The goddess of law will surely praise you for your prudence.
Sebastian and Judge Courtney. If you believe she is the culprit, on what basis do you make your accusations? Unless I'm completely convinced by your explanation, I will not obey your orders. Fine, have it your way. Now sit tight and listen to the perfect reasoning of the best.
I guess Sebastian's a subway guy, huh?
That foot long. I am the best in the world. No one else can do what I do.
Oh, I wanted that to be the end so bad.
Yes. That's why I was the first to realize that Kay Faraday's the culprit.
His smug fucking... Do you see his face when he does that?
He's like, oh, the best part. He like pulls it up. He's like, yes. She broke into the meeting room in order to steal something. In other words, she's the only one who could have killed Miss Crane. We needed a best like character, just like some fucking holier than thou, up his own ass boy.
Yeah, but no one would cooperate.
No one would. That's why you need some kind of character who does just randomly cooperate. Wait, what if there was another Anna, but like it was the best, and like all the Annas just like, no, let him cook. His logic is as awful as ever, sir. Harsh words coming from you, detective. Asked for some basis for your claims, yet your reading told me absolutely nothing.
However, we have no evidence to prove she didn't do it either. This is how court works.
Innocent until proven too annoying to research. Don't worry, Kay. I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth will pull off a miracle. You think my deductions are some kind of miracle work? Kind of.
You'd better not disappoint me. Understand, Miles Edwards? Because if you do, this whip of mine won't stay silent.
I don't think it ever has. That thing
Yes.
has been working since the day you were born.
I mean, it also won't if you don't disappoint me.
I'm the best in the world. No one else can do
Press
what I
the
do.
fuck out of that.
Already. I've noticed 2 contradictions in your testimony. My reasoning is flawless. It doesn't contain even a single contradiction. Huh. The number of contradictions has just increased to 3. Oh, I get it. This is all a part of your plan to mislead me, isn't it? Well, too bad, because the best will not be led astray. Yes, that's why I was the first to realize that Kay Faraday is the culprit. If you believe Kay is the culprit, then I would like to hear the basis for your reasoning. Just sit back and be in awe of my brilliant deductions. Nothing escapes the watchful eye of the best. Before I had even laid eyes on the crime scene, no, before I was even aware of this case. Yes, I knew that she was the culprit.
Basis of your reasoning.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, well. She broke into the meeting room in order to steal something. To steal something. Steal what exactly? That's,
What Kay Faraday tried to steal was a file. Its contents, to be exact, an investigation report regarding Prosecutor Edgeworth. Do you have any evidence to prove she needed something like that? I am not the one who needs to present evidence.
Yes, you are.
Isn't that right, Prosecutor Edgeworth?
Yeah, apparently. I suppose that may be true. At any rate, Sebastian, please continue your reasoning. The only one, huh? Okay. Do you have any evidence to prove that no one else but Kay could have committed the crime? Nope. Sebastian, let me tell you what would be the best thing for you to do. Look into any other possible suspects besides Kay. Right now, post-haste. The best thing for me to do. Look into any other possible suspects.
According to the preliminary reports, there were no traces of anyone else besides her.
Even so, isn't it too premature to declare that she is the culprit?
Declaring that she
Justine also
isn't
said
so
I was
early into the
premature.
investigation is a little premature as well, is it not?
If only I had evidence that could prove Kay's innocence. Good grief. There's a limit for how much you can falsely accuse someone.
It's fine, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have to.
Fear not, Kay. The truth will be revealed soon enough.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Kay couldn't have murdered Miss Crane. If I can just prove that, she would be cleared of suspicion.
I mean, maybe it's like the security card and it's like, hey, other people have access to this room.
But I think she fell through the ceiling.
Wait, really? I don't think they...
And maybe they haven't
that
confirmed that yet.
Yeah. I don't think we're proving that
I
here.
think the key card proves that she couldn't have done it in the immediate moment. No. Mr. DeBest, what do you think about this piece of evidence? Why are you asking me for my opinion? Don't you see? This evidence contradicts your testimony. What?
I don't believe this evidence has that kind of meaning.
Is that right? Judge Courtney here. I can't just present bullshit.
Also, you don't need to yell objection so loudly. Just showing evidence will suffice.
You don't need to tell me that.
Did we ever get the... I think we got the end of text then.
Maybe between the... Oh, wait.
Oh, the ticket.
Between
stub.
late last night and midnight, and the ticket stub proves that she came up to the building, which is also late. 7:30.
Yeah. What's the... that doesn't really give us much. Wait, what's the letter? What's the letter again? Oh. I think that's a bit more incriminating, so...
That was her trying to hand back the rules.
Oh, yeah.
She tried to hand those back, and she was, like, fucking killed for it.
Yeah.
Oof. Probably for some stupid reason, too. Oh, no, you don't understand those rules have something really cool in them. Okay, it's just like, I just want to, like, you know...
I'm not sure how you... Oh, I wonder if this is one of those bullshit, like, press everything twice ones.
I feel like it's been a long time since we've done that. Actually, this is a contradiction because actually she broke in...
Oh, to... Maybe? It isn't really directly contradicted, but it might count for, like, getting the logic going.
Is that true, Justine?
It is not, Sebastian. It is Prosecutor Edgeworth's statement that is contradictory.
Of course, there's no way that could be a contradiction of my argument. Ugh, isn't it full of contradictions? My real problem is her rather than Mr. DeBest. That person, I guess? Maybe that would work?
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
No. My amnesic daughter who I care for.
Maybe, I'm at a loss, honestly.
The burn marks on the hand, do you think that was them trying to burn away the fingerprints?
Maybe? I don't think that. They said the wound looked old. I'm gonna do the classic see if it's something stupid, and if it's not, then
Sure.
give me a hint. So I wanna beat the game eventually. We're in beginning part 2, I think.
Yes.
Let's see.
Just pretend that the best is like conducting the music currently playing.
Okay, I think that that's really stupid.
Nice.
Alright, present. I'm just gonna tell you. On she broke into the meeting room, present the key card.
Oh. Yeah, it's a little stupid. I guess. I guess that would be a better place to present it. I guess that's like the first contradiction. It certainly sounds like you are quite familiar with this room. The best man for the job should know all the best places. Unfortunately, it seems that you are not the best man for the job. Are you mocking me? That's for you to decide. You didn't even know about this key card, did you? Of course I know about that. You needed to enter this room. Was it really needed?
But if they say break in, you're gonna assume that there's another, like, you know? Maybe it's like a maybe in the Japanese it makes more sense. But like, they say she broke in, so I was just thinking, like, oh, I guess there's like a fucking window somewhere she got in. Anyways, this foolish fool simply doesn't know when to give up.
No! Sebastian, do you really suspect Kay? That's right. She's the only one who could have done it. Well then, allow me to ask you. Since this room can only be entered by using a key card, how did she enter the room without one? Well, she probably used this and that and, Oh, did you pull a muscle? Allow me to explain then. The door could only be opened by members of the PIC, which means I'm about to be contradicted.
Yes, that's correct.
Never mind. She conceded so easily.
Take a look at this. It's a record of this room that I investigated just a while ago. At 12:52 a.m., the door was opened using Miss Crane's keycard. And someone else who doesn't have a name 2 hours prior. It's probable that the killer entered the room together with the victim, Miss Crane. After entering, the situation must have soured, leading to the murder.
Your logic holds, but it is merely conjecture, and it would imply that the killer and the victim were acquainted. No way, pal. Kid didn't even know the victim.
That is merely an assumption on your part, unless you have any evidence to prove your claim. Evidence is everything, in court and at the crime scene. Without it, your argument is invalid, unless you're me. In that case, I trust that you have evidence to prove that Kay Faraday and the victim were connected. Of course.
What?
This letter was discovered by Dr. Young in Miss Crane's breast pocket.
The victim's belongings. Why did she withhold such vital evidence until now? Could it be she was waiting for the perfect time to reveal it? Come to think of it. And the candelabra dealt the fatal blow. Estimated time of death is late last night. Well, what is it, Justine?
While I do appreciate your enthusiasm, perhaps you should give your tongue a rest. Mind pull a muscle? I'll read it for you. To Miss Crane, thank you so much for helping with my plan. I'm glad that we can help each other get what we want. It's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Please get revenge for 12 years ago. Kay. In other words, Kay Faraday and Miss Crane were accomplices. They probably planned to steal something from this room.
Preposterous.
Wait, that means the main culprit is... It's still Kay Faraday, of course. It just means her crimes have increased by yet 1 more.
And you've run that through, you know, signature checking? See if it's her handwriting?
Of course not. What? No. I'm The main culprit?
Don't believe her, Kay. It's all a bunch of nonsense. There's no way Kay would do something like that.
Nonsense. Not at all. The evidence speaks for itself. Wouldn't you agree?
I knew they wouldn't suspect Kay unless they had some sort of proof, but you think they would actually have such decisive evidence? Nicely done, Justine.
Thank you very much.
Your explanation is still insufficient. I cannot accept such an argument.
Sebastian, would you please leave this to me?
Alright, make sure you shut Mr. Edgeworth up once and for all. Can't allow their allegations to gain any more momentum. I must turn it around here. Here's a letter of response from Kay. Oh, nice.
The relationship between Kay Faraday and Miss Crane is as documented in the letter. She roped Miss Crane into assisting with her plan. I already know what to do. However, for some reason, their partnership broke down. Miss Crane was murdered, but with her dying breath, she managed to retaliate. Her parting gift is this letter, which she tucked safely away in her left breast pocket.
You mean the one that was stabbed?
What?
Her testimony's even better than ever. Maybe the most perfect it's ever been, sir. You gonna be alright, Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah, of course.
How unsightly, Miles Edgeworth. Save your stoic act for some other time.
Well, Carver, just whose side are you on?
I'm on nobody's side, Scruffy. When searching for the truth, it's best not to take sides. I am an enlightened centrist.
Well, that's what you say, Miss Von Karma, else Mr. DeBest is gonna... Best, you say? Well, I can tell you are on that side I'm on is always the...
How irritating.
Well, I suppose that's one thing we can agree on. Okay.
So the roped, it might be presenting our version of the letter. I don't know if that's, like, specific.
I would like to hear about Kay's alleged plan in more detail.
Just as she wrote in the letter, she wanted to steal something.
What's more, the center of the letter is Kay Faraday, so it's obvious who the main culprit is. That letter could have easily been forged. It doesn't prove that she planned to steal anything.
If memory serves me right, wasn't she a great thief?
Well, that's, she's taking a break at the moment.
I doubt there is any thief who would inform a prosecutor about their upcoming crimes. Perhaps she simply returned to her trade without you knowing.
I don't think she ever started her trade. I suppose I have no means of denying that possibility.
Kay Faraday planned the theft and Miss Crane got caught up in it. Yeah, see, but the letter we have really implies that it was...
More of an exchange.
Yeah, or maybe even Jill's idea, I don't know.
For some reason, you say. It seems your explanation isn't very clear.
I'm sure the reason will become clear upon further investigation. But more importantly, there is no evidence to prove that Kay Faraday did not commit this crime.
Well, there's some evidence to suggest that she committed a crime. None of it can truly be called decisive evidence.
What about the letter that shows their complicity in the scene of the crime? I think it's fair to say we cannot decisively rule out the possibility that she committed the crime. I don't know, maybe that doesn't really prove it. It's probably, could check the autopsy report. Yeah, because if, go to the picture. Yeah, because if it was in her left breast pocket. I don't know, I mean, I could see that, because it is bloody. Right.
Yeah, she slipped it into her pocket.
Right. I might just need to keep pressing what we think.
Do you have any evidence to prove that Kay was the murderer? Haven't you been listening? We've been saying that this letter is the evidence. Oh. And where in the letter does it say that she planned to murder the victim? Well, that's I've got it! It's a hidden message written in invisible ink that can only be read by heating it up!
Sebastian, I wouldn't get your hopes up for something like that. There is, of course, evidence that points to her as the criminal.
The one that had the channel upper is sticking out of it. We searched the victim's left breast pocket as well, but...
You found nothing, I presume.
Naturally, the officer who found the letter immediately brought it to the best man on the scene. Me.
The letter was safely tucked away in her left breast pocket, right above her heart. I believe this letter carries Miss Crane's will for the criminal to be arrested.
I have no interest in your beliefs. What I'm interested in is the truth. You said that the letter was in the left breast pocket of the victim, correct?
I swear by the goddess of law, there are no lies or mistakes in my statement.
Then would you mind adding it to the testimony? Oh fuck,
Oh, fuck.
oh fuck, oh fuck.
The letter was indeed discovered inside the victim's left breast pocket.
The victim had been stabbed in the left chest area where the letter was hidden. This may very well be an important clue. I don't think that Kay wrote the letter. But unless I can draw out more information here, that thought means nothing. I should start by pressing her for more details. And just what kind of relationship did Kay have with the victim?
In the letter, she wrote, "Thank you so much for helping with my plan." The relationship should be quite obvious. That's right. So, check the last one.
Well, there's no blood in the candelabra.
That's kind of weird, right? Yeah. I mean, you might just be able to present the autopsy report and then they'll explain to us why it doesn't work.
Well, that's certainly a way you could do it.
I guess, how did she tuck it in? Because, like, her hand has the card in it, right? Kind of weird.
It's a very silly way to die, by the way. Who
Yeah.
dies like this? It's too perfect.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it might be that the card in her hand, then, because
Yeah, someone probably set her up on the table.
yeah. Now let's see if it's my reason or if it's something completely different.
The victim held on to the truth until her dying breath. A truly touching story indeed.
The voices of the dead are soft. One must listen carefully to hear their dying wishes. And Miss Crane has spoken. Kay Faraday is the culprit.
Perhaps the voices you have been hearing are actually the whispers of the devil. Hey, don't make fun of Justine.
That's so sweet, honestly. He really cares.
Von Karma looks over and she's just like, the devil? Yeah? Let's listen to the voices of reason. Judge Courtney, please take a look at the autopsy report.
There is no need. I remember it perfectly. The victim was stabbed in the left breast. No, it can't be.
The letter was found in the victim's left breast pocket. That's where the victim was stabbed with the candelabra, right, sir?
Okay, so it's just a lot more obvious than...
Precisely. It wouldn't have been possible to stab her there without piercing the letter as well.
I guess if she died instantly, it's not possible. Did it? I don't think it said she
I
died
think what they're implying is she didn't shove it in her pocket. More like, if it was in her pocket, it would have gotten stabbed with the candelabra and it would have holes in it.
Well, what I thought Justine was already saying that she gets stabbed and then puts it in the pocket. But
I guess.
I guess that's impossible. apparently.
So that begs the question, why was the letter found in the victim's pocket? It's simple. It was placed there after the victim was murdered to throw suspicion onto Kay. Somebody intentionally wanted to create this very situation. In other words, there exists the possibility the letter was forged by the true culprit.
No.
The real murderer tried to pin the crime on Kay. That's the only explanation for the letter. And in doing so, the murderer ended up digging their own grave, right, sir?
Objection.
Culprit's Kay Faraday. The letter was, yeah, it was actually found in the victim's other pocket.
He's just lying now?
Huh? What are you saying, pal? The officer's report was wrong when he said the letter was in her left pocket. It's actually in the... Ow!
A foolish fool who continues to make a fool of himself. Is there no cure for your foolishness?
Well, there might be one in the Angel's cookbook. Why do you keep whipping me? And quit calling me a fool. Ow!
I saved you the trouble of punishing him yourself.
Indeed? Though I had no intention of punishing him. The letter is stained with blood, no doubt because it was found in the left breast pocket. There couldn't have been an error in the officer's report. Unless you were the investigator. Say something, Justine! I see you have no objections. Then allow me to continue. There was one more potential suspect in this case. Don't be ridiculous. The killer entered this very room. There wasn't anyone else who did that besides Kay Faraday and the victim. To enter the meeting room, one needs a key card. And their reasoning assumes that the murderer and the victim entered the room together. This is what we overlooked. If we just discard that assumption, then. This evidence reveals the other suspect besides Kay. The fact that there was someone who came in earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, who the fuck is that? This is the keycard record Judge Courtney handed me 5 seconds ago. The victim's keycard was used at 12:52 a.m. And there was one more person who also used a keycard.
So you're saying this person was waiting to ambush the victim inside the meeting room. The keycard was used at 10:15 p.m. I wouldn't say it's impossible.
For Emily, that'd be very hard. She'd have to leave to, like, have a bathroom break at, like, some point.
I just pee in the corner. If I want to murder someone, I would find a way, you know?
If you pee in the corner, I'm pretty sure your urine sample can be, like, traced back
Well,
to you.
that's why I haven't murdered people, okay? Because I would get fucking sent to jail, and also I don't want to. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
No, it's impossible.
What makes you say that, pal? You got any proof?
Of course I do. I myself am that proof.
What?
I was the one who used that keycard, after all.
So you're admitting you murdered her? What? No,
No,
yeah,
wait,
no, what?
wait, no. Is there something strange about a PIC member entering the PIC meeting room?
Well, that proves nothing. The fact that you were in here all makes you a suspect. Or do you perhaps have an evidence that you didn't kill your colleague?
Such nonsense. What would I gain by murdering her?
Objection! Allow me to reiterate what you said earlier. I'm sure it will all become clear upon further investigation.
Why would I, a faithful servant of the law, commit a crime?
He just, like, looks behind him and there's the ghost of every single faithful servant of the law who's committed a crime, who's put away.
Yeah. True enough, I entered this room. However, that alone is not reason enough to suspect me of a crime. Yes, it is, actually.
If that's the case, please tell me why you entered this room.
I had some business to take care of, and some preparations had to be made. You know how it is.
Well, preparations, huh? That sounds pretty suspicious, pal.
Unfortunately, I cannot disclose what these preparations were.
Yeah, huh?
However,
Yeah, that's great.
I'm sure you could hazard a guess, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
So she was preparing for my hearing. She must have gathered all the necessary materials to take away my prosecutor's badge. And I guess this hasn't happened yet. I'm so fucking confused. Damien Gann, is that you? Wonderful, wonderful. It's good to see young people go head-to-head so ruthlessly. Who is that?
Who the fuck is this one?
Oh, hi, Santa Claus.
Hello?
That takes me back. When I was young, I'd always butt heads with this brash detective. And then one day, oh god, my beard, it's so sweaty. He just disappeared. I hope he's still doing well. Here comes the waterworks. It's just sweat.
Chairman to best. It all makes
This guy
makes
killed someone.
sense.
This guy killed someone. Look at him. Look at him. How many people do you think this guy killed? At least one. Did she say the best? Look at him!
Yeah,
Hello,
he's a
Courtney.
murderer.
You sure are full of energy today. Rawr. And if it isn't Little Von Karma, look how much you've grown since I last saw you. And there's my boy right there.
Sir, it has been quite a while.
She's like crawling to the edge of the room.
Yeah.
Oh, a curtsy. You don't have to treat me like some sort of stranger, you know. Oh, my beard sweat. Remember back in the old days when you'd sit on my lap and call me Uncle Boo Boo? Here I go again. Oh, I cried back then. Pops, what are you doing here? Did they let you out of jail? A member of the PIC was killed, and I heard that you were in charge of the case. Got a prosecutor swallowed around by your own father.
Hold your tongue. Do you have any idea who this man is? Chairman of the PIC, former chief prosecutor.
Listen to the music!
He's the right hand of the goddess of law.
Listen to... This is a fucking Star Fox Andros theme.
Yeah.
Now, Courtney. I'm just an old chunk of coal. There's no reason to speak so highly of me. Please excuse my subordinate's behavior. I am Prosecutor Adjunct, isn't it? Along with his trusty sidekick, Dick Gumshoe. I am Blaze the Best. I am the proud father of that idiot over there. When that boy was born, me and the missus were happy as can be, you see. But now, I don't even know where she's gone to, and I can't even look at him anymore. Pops, you need a handkerchief? Ah, yes. Sebastian's an idiot. He's a good boy, you know. Quite the doting father and son. But now then, Courtney, how's the investigation going?
Sir, we've established that the culprit is Kay Faraday. We're currently focusing our efforts.
There are too many uncertainties in this case. Please stop trying to float the bill. It's impossible to determine that she's the culprit. Surely you haven't forgotten the matter of the letter, or the fact that you might be a culprit. I already told you, it's just a simple mistake. The letter was in another pocket. Ow!
You talk too much.
He talks too much. Let's play nice. Everyone just calm down.
I'm sorry that you had to witness such an unsightly scene, Mr. Chairman.
I'm an unsightly scene in and of itself, so it's alright. Just call me Grunkle Stan. Don't apologize, Courtney. I can follow everyone's logic, except Sebastian's. I hate him. Hey, Pops.
You know what? Fuck you. You anyone else can say that shit. I don't want, not his own fucking dad. Come on, man.
Chairman the Best, I'm a prosecutor. My duty is to bring criminals to justice. However, I won't make someone out to be a criminal without sufficient motive and evidence. I've heard about you and your relationship with the suspect, you know. To share such a strong bond with a 17-year-old girl. Oh, boy. Can we arrest him? Okay, it's assisted in the police are arresting criminals countless times, pal. There are too many... Oh my god, he's bleeding into Edgeworth. There are too many facets of this case that remain unexplored. Did Discord crash?
No.
Okay, cool. I thought it did. I see. The bonds of youth are a wonderful thing indeed.
What did he burn?
But that is that, and this is this, you know. That was somebody's retrial. I burned it. They, You know, about 10 years ago, they were caught smoking marijuana. We gave them life.
There's a thing from fucking Spirit of Justice that so similar to that.
What's that supposed to mean? The prosecutor's office needs to resolve this case as quickly as possible, so,
Cause I did it.
I mean, just think of all the other cases that are piled up. There's no time to waste here. It's unfortunate, but you understand, right, Edgeworth? What? Now then, Kid Faraday. I'd like to arrest you now. Okay. No, I won't let you. Kay's innocent, pal.
To defy Chairman DeBest is to defy the law. It would be a grave act of disloyalty. In other words, a hearing won't be needed. Are you prepared to lose your prosecutor's badge?
I didn't even say anything. That's Mr. Edgeworth's badge. You can't do that.
Using a prosecutor's badge as a shield. What does the PIC come to?
Kay, you haven't done anything wrong.
Mr. Edgeworth, it was only for a short time, but thank you for everything. I'm sorry I turned out to be a criminal. We will make sure to impart your confession to the Goddess of Law.
What should I do? When I was young, I wanted to become a defense attorney, like my father. Someone who can fight to save those in need. And right now, this badge is holding me back. A mere badge for the life of a dear friend. I don't even have to consider it.
Rest your head on my hand. Alright. Farewell, Mr. Edgeworth.
This is probably going to kill me. She just, like, collapses. Hold it right there, Judge Courtney.
What is it now, Prosecutor Edgeworth?
This is...
your prosecutor's badge.
Oh, shit.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, what is the meaning of this?
Consider this my resignation. He just, like, fucking... He's like, did Gumfuck not tell you?
Yeah.
Oprah Raincoat style. I am no longer a prosecutor.
Mr. Edgeworth? What are you doing? Explain yourself, Miles Edgeworth. You can't be serious.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're joking, right? You aren't a prosecutor, then I... My mission is to bring the truth to light. If it's the prosecutor's path to turn a blind eye to the truth...
They said the name of the game.
Then the title is worth nothing to me. I will walk in the path that I believe in. I will not be stopped here!
You're running away from Von Karma, from me!
Yes, I hate him, and you're also kind of a psychopath.
Oh.
No matter what you say, I don't intend to go back on my decision.
So, you're leaving me behind again. I'll never forgive you for this. No, this is all my fault. I'm sorry, if only it weren't here.
Wait, Kay, if you leave, that's fleeing the law. Don't do that. Detective Gumshoe, don't follow me. But, Mr. Edgeworth, boss. But boss, the Mets. I'm not your boss anymore, detective. Looks like your pay is safe. For now.
Oh, this is a good thing, actually.
That's just too much, sir. What do I do with all the money? It's always been you and me. We've always been a team. Detective Gumshoe, you no longer need to follow my lead. You should try to accomplish whatever you can on your end. Are we just going to let him leave? This is bad. We just let a dangerous criminal escape. How could I let her get away? And after all my hard work, you see.
Rest assured, Mr. Chairman, this area will be locked down immediately.
Good. I expect the best from you, Courtney. The best?
Well aware.
Do you expect the best from me, Dad? No!
I wanted to be the one to take it away from him.
Yeah, basically. That's what she's... That timing, though.
Yeah. No
Hit
kidding.
B2.
Yeah, we can see, like, the first line. Unless it's a cutscene, then we'll fucking watch the whole cutscene. Why are we here?
Ah, finally! Time to myself. Okay. This area will be locked down. So much for being locked down. She's not here either. Where in the world could she have gone? Hey, I need a job. Knock, knock, I'm here. Mr. Shields. Oh, what's going on, Miles? Had a long face. Take it from Uncle Ray. You won't be popular with the ladies looking like that. Why are you here? Did something happen? Oh, that's my line. Have you seen the news? About the murder at the PIC headquarters. Your hearing. Wasn't it there today? I found myself wondering if you guys had somehow got caught up in it. Wait, it's already made the news? I hear they're searching for a teenage girl suspect of killing an attorney. I can't imagine it could have been her, but that's been bothering me. Could you give me the full rundown? The truth is... Oh, Miles, are you trying to give your Uncle Ray a heart attack? I'm not joking. She really did lose her memory. On top of that, she's a suspect. That makes things even more difficult. Where would she have run off to? She lost her memory, right? I was hoping she would return here, but... well, not likely. She felt responsible for what happened to you, right? And there's no way she would come back here. I know that! But where else can I look? Oh, calm down, Miles. This isn't like you. It's rare to see you get so heated up. Well, not that it's a bad thing. If you're trying this hard to save an innocent suspect from false charges, I'm sure you'd make a great defense attorney. Actually, just a while ago, I turned in my badge. But that doesn't mean I've decided to become a defense attorney. Oh, loose cannon, okay. Besides, Kay isn't just a mere suspect. I may have only known her for a short time, but we've been through quite a lot together. And I know she isn't capable of murder. Oh, I'm surprised. I never thought you'd go so far to support someone else. I don't know if you even realize it yourself, but it seems a deep bond has already begun to grow between you and Kay. One that will lead to many really, really gross fan art online. I'd say it even gives my bond with your father a run for his money. No, it's really not that deep, please. She just keeps barging into my state of affairs. Ah, yeah, that girl can be quite a handful. But I'm certain that something has changed inside you since you met her. I'm really jealous, you know. After all, I lost my old partner. That's why you need to find Kay right now. I don't want you to lose your bond like with Uncle Ray did. Well, I have a proposal. We have no idea where she is, and searching around blindly won't get us anywhere. In that case, why don't we try searching for the cause of her memory loss? Maybe that could give us a lead. I see. That might be a good idea. From what she told me, something must have happened to her at the Grand Tower. Wait, that's it. Let's get going then. Hey, at the very least, could you stop looking so grim? If you stay that way, Kay probably won't want to come back at all. Good grief. I'm no match for this man. And that's probably where we'll actually stop.
Yeah.
And that's a decent idea, I guess. I was thinking she was going to run up to the top of the tower and fucking leap. But more importantly, Courtney said we'll close the area off. And they didn't. Maybe they meant the town, Japanifornia.
I think that Edgeworth and Kay potentially got out, but I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
We will find out next time. Bye bye.